Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my carnivore journey. Tomorrow is going to be day 100, so welcome to my 100 days on carnivore. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Major, and if this is your first time here, welcome. This is my carnivore update. As of tomorrow, which will be September 12th, I will have been on carnivore for 100 days. So kind of a quick backstory. I started 2 weeks into carnivore at the end of May. My wife and I went on vacation, and I was gonna try to stick to it as best I could. But when people are making meals for you and you're visiting them and their family, you eat what they give you, and you're not a jerk about it. So I started carnivore officially on June 4th when we got back from vacation. But what I noticed in the first 2 weeks, I felt amazing, a ton of energy. Within the first week and a half, I stopped snoring. And I asked my wife, and she's like, well, I don't know, I was asleep. But so within the first week or two of carnivore, I had stopped snoring. Fast forward, I've been on carnivore now for 100 days, and just the changes I've seen in myself, I'm impressed with. I don't even know how I started thinking about doing carnivore. I did come across Dr. Ken Berry's videos and Dr. Chafee. So I started watching those guys, and then I found out about Carrie at Homesteadhow and Dante at Ferrigno Freedom, and that just kind of started snowballing. It was an interview Dr. Berry had with a gal who had been doing it for 13 years, doing the carnivore diet for 13 years, and she looked amazing, and has maintained her diet, or the carnivore lifestyle, the proper human diet, for 13 years. It wasn't something that she did for a while and fell off of. So my wife and I, we have a daughter, and she is 3 and I'm 51, and I want to be around. I want to be around to walk down the aisle and play with grandkids someday. And so for me, it was more about, I've gotten a little overweight. I need to, COVID, got the dad bod going on. And just kind of needed to trim some things down. No health issues. I actually had a clean bill of health a couple of years ago. I did all the blood work, blood panels, everything. The doctor said, well, his cholesterol's a little high. It's probably because he's a new dad and teaching and everything else. So other than that, healthy as a horse. With that being said, some of the things that I had noticed, my ankles had kind of started swelling a little bit, and hey, here I am at 50, and things happen, right? Your body starts changing. But at my heaviest, which was 235, I am now, I'll tell you what I am now in a minute, but I noticed, obviously gained some weight around my midsection, and my ankles were a little swollen. So within the first few weeks of carnivore, I noticed that I could see the veins in my ankles. Like, my ankles were now bony again, and I can see the big thick veins running through them like always. Here's the best way I can describe it. You don't know that you feel bad until you feel good. And I didn't realize just how bad I felt. Like, I would get down and play with our daughter and stuff, and it'd be like, oh, I feel horrible trying to get back up, and my joints hurt. I can get down with her now and play and get back up, and I'm not hurting. So that inflammation in my elbows, my knees, my hips, and everything has gone. The inflammation in my ankles, gone. I've stopped snoring. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. I've stopped farting. Yeah, it's crazy. Not completely. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, because I like to fart. What guy doesn't? And so those are some of the initial things. And then people kept saying, oh yeah, your brain fog will clear up. And I'm like, I don't have brain fog. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, absolutely. It started clearing up. I started recalling things. It is going to be cliche, your wife tells you something and you forget or whatever. But no, I was recalling things that she had told me that were going to happen in the future, but she told me in the past, like, oh, such and such is on such a certain day or something. And so, yeah, my clarity in my brain has just been amazing on the carnivore diet. What else? So I started, my heaviest was 235 on, that was probably end of May. The first 2 weeks I was on it, I lost 8 pounds, went on vacation, gained 5 back. But I still kind of, my marker was 235 pounds. And I'm a broad guy. I'm at least like 6'2". No, I'm like 5'10", 5'11". And I'm down to 210. And my goal is 195, no, sorry, 190, 185. So I got about 30 more pounds to go. So from 235 to 210, from June 4th to September 11th. September 12th is day 100. And can you hear the sirens? They're coming to take me away. Haha, they're coming to take me away. So people often ask me, so you just eat meat? And I'm like, no, it's just any animal product. So I can eat eggs, all meats, fish, goat, cow, horse, whatever. A lot of the ruminant animals. Dairy, I can have all dairy, milk, eggs. Eggs are not dairy. Milk, cheese, things like that. Yogurts, I can have yogurts. Just not the flavored yogurts. When I first started those first 2 weeks, and I cut out everything, and I learned that I could have yogurt, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can have yogurt. And then I realized, oh, probably not the blueberry and strawberry yogurt that we get. So it needs to be plain yogurt. So I learned that. So I eased into it those first 2 weeks, but I felt amazing. I had a ton of energy and had stopped snoring. I was like, this feels amazing. More times than not, I'd come home after work and just crash, like, I'm exhausted, I need a nap. And not so anymore. What else? So things that I eat, I make burger patties with cheese, layers of cheese, or a burger patty, cheese, I'll do 3 of those. My next door neighbor, Mark, gave me a smoker, electric smoker, and I've been smoking a ton of meat. My favorite is ribeyes, so if y'all want to buy me a steak, feel free to. Steaks, ground beef, pork, tons of chicken, a lot like rotisserie chicken. I know there's spices and things like that. To be quite honest, I'm not pure carnivore. I still use some spices. I'm not drinking as much tea. I still drink coffee. One of the things that I found that when I first started doing is that I could do coffee with like hazelnut creamer in it. Not supposed to do hazelnut creamer. So I've slowly transitioned that out of my diet, and it's just black coffee in the morning. And sometimes just cold black coffee. I'll stick it in the fridge the night before. Tons of eggs. I eat eggs. I'll hard boil them, or take them just to snack on. We have chicken, so I'll have eggs in the morning, and then usually ribs or others, burgers or something for lunch, and then like a steak at dinner. One of the things that I learned from Carrie at Homesteadhow was, I think it was his daughter that would do like ground beef and eggs and some other things with like a beef broth or something. And so I've made that a few times. It's really good. It's like a hot brothy stew or soup. So that's really good. We also do a lot of ground turkey. I'm getting plenty of fats with the beef and some of the pork that I eat. I do find that I get a little tired, like later in the day. I'm like, okay, I need more sodium or things like that. And I'm actually looking into the Element supplements, so I might start getting some of those. But yeah, that's my 100 days. People ask, what do you do for cheat days? There are no cheat days. I've been doing it 100 days, pretty strict. Every now and then I'll have like a spoonful of like vanilla yogurt or something, just if my brain's going crazy. I didn't think I had a sweet tooth. I'm a savory kind of guy. I love savory stuff. And you'll learn real quick if you have a sweet tooth. And do I miss ice cream? Absolutely. There's the keto stuff, but that stuff, you set that stuff out, it doesn't melt. That stuff just, that can't be good. I've tried the keto ice cream. It doesn't set well with me. Another thing is, I'm lactose intolerant. So I've always known that like if I had like just a cheese pizza, my stomach would be torn up. But if I had cheese pizza with meat and vegetables and stuff on it, it wouldn't be as bad. On the carnivore diet, I can have as much cheese and milk as I want. And that's pretty interesting. That I wouldn't say that carnivore is curing my lactose intolerance. I'm just saying there's so much protein. I'm eating so much protein that it's offsetting my lactose intolerance. It's not flaring up at all. And as I've gotten older, it's gotten weaker. I guess doesn't affect me as bad. Like cheesecake or actually just whole milk used to tear my stomach up. And now I can have a glass of whole milk and I'm fine. So there's no cheat days. Every now and then I might have a scoop of like vanilla ice cream or not vanilla ice cream, vanilla yogurt. But yeah. So I'm down 25 pounds. So from 235 to 210, I'm down 25 pounds and I feel amazing. Once I hit my target weight, I'm going to probably do like cholesterol test, blood test, all that stuff. It's okay to have high cholesterol if you're just eating a ton of protein, from what Dr. Berry has said. People ask if I've worked out while I'm doing this, and I haven't. I want to. We have a toddler, so work, come home, play with her, and visit with my wife, and then usually we're going to bed. So I am going to start getting up earlier in the mornings, I think, and start adding push-ups and sit-ups, and we've got some weights here at the house to this just to see how fast I can burn down to my target weight. I've got a friend named his name's Patrick. He's losing weight too. I don't think he's doing the carnivore diet, but I want to catch him. He's at like 209, something like that. So I want to catch up with him and pass him. So this is interesting. I've pretty steadily been dropping about 2 pounds a week, and I'll know that when I gain, I'll go down to like say, I don't know, 212. And then I'll kind of push back up to 214, and I'll be back down to 212, and then I'll go boom, 210. And then I'll push up to, 211, 212, and then, hopefully I'll weigh myself tomorrow at day 100 and see where I'm at. But that's kind of been the trend, is just 2 pounds a week. And that'll put me at about 190, 185 right around Thanksgiving. And I don't know that I'm going to quit carnivore at that point. And, if you have something that kicks you out of ketosis, then you have the next day, jump right back in, just right where you left off, and just keep going. And I've got a scale that I stand on. It shoots electricity through your body, and it tells you kind of what your BMI and all that stuff is, your social security number, and how many hairs are on your head, and your metabolic age, things like that. I want to see all that kind of stuff. It has started coming down. I'm 57 or 56 some days as the metabolic age, and I'm 51. I mean, that doesn't bother me, but I'm like, that's just odd that it scanning my body and looking at all my visceral and skeletal fat and muscles and all that stuff. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know how spot on it is. It's just a marker. So, so I wanted to get this video out, and on day 100, I was going to do it on day 90, but I had some audio issues, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wait till day 100. So yeah, my name is Major. This has been my carnivore journey, day 100. If you're watching this on September 12th, 2023. I think Carrie at Homesteadhow found Dante's carnivore journey, and he's like, well, let's see if this guy's still doing it. And sure enough, he was, like, I forget, 8 years later or something like that. And so so check back in 8 to 13 years and see if I'm still doing the carnivore journey. I don't think the beard will get smaller. It may, who knows. But you'll just have to, I guess, chime in and see. So just want to say a shout out to Dr. Kimberry, Dr. Chafee, Carrie at Homesteadhow, and Dante at Ferrigno Freedom, and many others. I've watched women's content on carnivore journey, and there's so many others out there that I could say thank you to. And this is just day 100. That's all. And it's not that hard to do. I'm not eating graham crackers and peanut butter at midnight anymore. I'm not eating dark chocolate. Those were kind of like my little snacks. Because, like I said, I didn't think I had a sweet tooth until I gave up sweets. And, yeah, that mental craving is still there. A little bit. But nothing a good ribeye can't help. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, there will not be... I'm not going to take my shirt off and reveal my... No, none of that. Modesty. Even for men. But yeah, I can definitely tell a difference. This is a large. This would have been all kind of buffed out. Poked out, buffed out. Bulged out. A few months ago. Go back and watch my chicken coop video. And you can see the weight in my midsection there. So I've lost... Our daughter weighs 26 pounds. I've almost lost the amount of weight she weighs. So that's pretty exciting. I'm doing it for the health reasons. I'm glad I've lost weight. I need to be healthy. I'm glad I've stopped snoring. I am sleeping better. So last night, for instance, the dog woke me up. Daughter woke me up a couple of times. Got up once to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I can go back to bed and get back into deep sleep a lot faster than I used to. And for the first time, some nights, I'm sleeping straight through the night. And it's amazing. I haven't done that in years. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm loving the benefits of all this, and fitting. I'm able to pull out some of my large shirts instead of my extra large shirts and put them on and go, oh yeah. And there's room. There's room in some of these shirts. So anyway, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day, September 12th. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.